let's go to Office 365 and then find Yammer application, which is there. You all should have access to a Yammer. If you don't have any access to Yammer, please ask your manager or a colleague how to get it. The last solution would be to get to help desk. So I'm not going to talk about the whole Yammer. We should know this already. I'd like to tell you about the EMEA Sourcing Knowledge Sharing Group, which is very important for any sourcer or admin willing to develop his competences. So as you can see, recently that was Chris Bowen, who was looking for some job boards and sourcing channels for technology sector in different countries. And this is super cool that he asked the question on forum. But on the other hand, the answer is here. So you can click. So basically, this is an Excel spreadsheet that you can all access, and you can check different tabs in this. So first one is the core country insights, where I put, or we put, some information about the different countries, how to approach candidates, which are the most effective job boards or CV databases. This is the knowledge gathered on the internet and from your experience. So if you are an expert in a specific country, like Czech Republic, do not hesitate to come here and check if it's like really, if it has any sense, and you can correct the information or add some knowledge or job boards or learn something from here. Okay, so you remember Chris asked as well about the job boards and CV databases. We have like many different countries here. So if you're starting a new market, if you're interested in a new job board, or if you want to check just some information, do not hesitate to come here, check the available job boards and so on. This is the list of all job boards in those countries. It doesn't mean that one are popular, like there's some tips, but it doesn't mean that they're paid or we have access to them. This is just this like job boards database, so that you don't have to get on the internet and look for this, but you can check on the Sourcing Knowledge Sharing Spreadsheet and check this here. Additionally, that can be helpful before any conversations with the hiring managers, or just checking what are the possibilities in the specific countries. So let's go to LinkedIn and Facebook groups tab, where you can basically search for any groups on those two social media. This can be helpful when you are starting to work on a new market or in the new industry and you need to decrease the level of the connections on LinkedIn, for example, or you use your Facebook for looking for the connections in a specific area. So do not hesitate to check this out, especially when you're changing the project. Please don't forget that you can also network in those groups. You can ask for the possibility of posting your open jobs, so use it as you can. Professional associations, great source for professionals in a specific area. So as we know, probably in our times and people our age are going to look for Facebook groups around the specific topics, but people in higher positions, I'd suggest maybe more senior than us, they would go still to professional associations. Those associations also collect people or gather people who are having a specific license, for example, or certifications. So get there if you are looking for, I don't know, an expert in diabetes or whatever, an engineer, something like this. Do not hesitate to get to this place, to this tab, check those associations, check if you can find the directories with people's names, and try to find the perfect candidates. Applications. The source of magic knowledge we all have in the company. Those who went through the creative sourcing, they're already aware of what it is. or they should be at least knowledgeable about the most of those applications. This is something that you can go through. You can check if you like the productivity new, the grade suspender application, or you would prefer to use Extensity because you have too much applications, and so on and so on. Check this on your own. We don't have to, like, these are not all the searching or recruitment based applications. This is something that could be just useful for you at your work on daily basis. So check this out. And on this point, I'd like to underline that anybody can do this. Anybody can use the sourcing knowledge spreadsheet. Anybody can edit this. You can add the information, gather some knowledge, share this knowledge with your teams, discover new things, add job boards or competitors lists, whatever you want to do. Please just keep in mind that one of our values is knowledge sharing. So do this. Thank you very much for listening and have a good time.